Okay, let's look at number 15. Number 15 is where we find all the zeros, and you want to use the rational zero test as well. The function we're solving is h of x equals x to the third minus 8x squared minus 22x plus 20. The first thing you do is the rational zero test. Factors of 20 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. And these are just practice exercises. The first one that works on this one is actually at 10. I'm not going to go through all of those because we did lots of that in class. And you did your homework, so you've got lots of practice. So we're just going to go ahead and go in for the kill. Okay, the first coefficient for the third degree term is a 1. The coefficient on the second degree term is a negative 8. On the plane x term is a negative 22, and our constant is 20. I'm going to bring the 1 down. Then we're going to multiply, add down. We're going to multiply, add down. We're going to multiply and add down. Well, that was cool. Found one. Okay, now that means we've had a successful division, so we're going to mark it, and our polynomial drops down to a second degree polynomial. So you take it out, and unfortunately that one doesn't factor, so we're going to use our quadratic formula. A is 1, B is 2, and C is negative 2. I'm going to plug into the quadratic formula up here. X is going to be equal to minus whatever B is, plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC, all over 2 times A. Minus a positive 2 is negative 2, plus or minus the square root. 2 squared is 4, and negative 4 times 1 times 2 is positive 8. That's going to make 12, all over 2. That's going to be cleaned up a little bit. Negative 2 plus or minus. 12 has a prime factorization. I'm not going to show factor trees anymore. We're far enough that we should be able to do those. The pair of 2's will come out, and it's going to leave the 3 inside. Now, instead of making a complex fraction, I make 2 smaller fractions. So I end up with a negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 3 is our final 2 zeros. So in our master list, we have a 10 and negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 3. Let's look at number 16. For number 16, we are solving the function f of x, x to the fourth, minus 4x to the third, plus 8x squared, plus, minus 16x plus 16. So first thing you want to do is our rational zero test. Factors of 16 are 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. We didn't do the denominator because it does have a 1 in the lead coefficient position like the last one. The first one I want to try this time is the number 2. I'm going to use my little cheat so that I do make sure to account for every position. We need a 4th degree term, a 3rd degree term, a 2nd degree term, plane x down to the constant. If there is a position missing, we use placeholders of 0. The 4th degree coefficient is 1. Negative 4 for the 3rd. 8 is the 2nd degree polynomial position. The 1st degree position is a negative 16 and a constant 16. We're going to bring the 1 down. We're going to multiply, add down. We're going to multiply and add down, multiply, add down, multiply, and add down all the way across. Now, I cheated, so you know that was going to work, but you would actually go up and down the list until you found it. And here's what's going to go in our master list. And let's see, our 4th degree polynomial has now dropped down to a 3rd because I've had a successful division, which I'm going to mark. Because he was a 4th degree polynomial, though, I am going to check it for a repeat root. So try the 2 again. I'm going to bring the 1 down. We're going to multiply, add down. We're going to multiply, add down. We're going to multiply and add down. Sure, I did that right, because I went kind of quick. Oh, that's 0. So, y'all, I'm tired. I think I'm going to finish the other video tomorrow. 2 times 0 is 0. Add down. We're going to multiply and add down. So it is a repeat root. That's cool. And we've had one more successful division, so I'm going to mark it. So one more 2 in our master list. And let's see, since we've had 2 successful divisions, our third degree polynomial now drops down to a quadratic. So I have x squared plus 4 equals 0. That's a square root method problem, so I'm going to go ahead and move the 4 over to the other side. I'll take the square root of both sides. On the left, the square root and the square cancel each other out, so I get x equals. On the other side, because I physically took the square root of both sides, I do get a plus or minus. Now that's a negative 4 underneath there, so I'm going to get 2i as my last 2 zeros. So plus and minus 2i. Let me try to finish this thing. Okay, number 17 is next. Number 17 is the function f of x equals x to the 4th minus 6x cubed plus 22x squared minus 30x plus 13. This one's nice because it doesn't have a lead coefficient again, so all I need to do is look for the factors of 13. Plus and minus 1, plus and minus 13. The first one I want to try is a positive 1. I'm going to put my cheats on there. It is a 4th degree, so I want to make sure that every position is accounted for. If there's anything missing, we use placeholders of 0. 4th degree coefficient 1. 3rd degree coefficient is negative 6. 2nd degree coefficient is 22. Plain x term is negative 30. And our constant term is 13. Bring the 1 down. We're going to multiply, add down. We're going to multiply, add down. We're going to multiply, add down. We're going to multiply and add down. Cool. We found one, and we've had a successful division, and our 4th degree polynomial dropped down to a 3rd degree. Because it was a 4th degree, though, we're going to check it for a repeat root. So we're going to try the 1 again. We're going to bring the 1 down. We're going to multiply, add down. We're going to multiply, add down. We're going to multiply and add down. Cool, y'all. It was a repeat root. So we found another one. We've had a successful division, and our 3rd degree polynomial drops down to a quadratic, which means take it out. This comes out as x squared minus 4x plus 13. Unfortunately, it doesn't factor, so I'm going to go ahead and use the quadratic formula. A is 1, B is negative 4, and C is 13. Let's plug in. X will be equal to minus whatever B is, plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC. All over 2 times a. Minus a minus 4 is 4, plus or minus the square root. That is 16, and this one gives you minus 52, which gives us a negative 36. All over 2. I can clean that up a little bit more. That is 4, plus or minus the square root of 36 is 6. With a negative inside is an I, and I'm going to make it into 2 smaller fractions to reduce a little easier. So my 2 zeros would be 2 plus and minus 3i. Now they're real, but they still need to be in our master list. Our 4 zeros are 1, 1, and 2 plus and minus 3i. I will finish the last video tomorrow, and it will be on Blackboard for you. I'll see you then.